Meghan acts cowardly again. Everyone ridicules poor Harry. After much denial, Meghan has admitted to being involved with Spare. The entire world started making fun of Harry. To all our loyal viewers, we say a hearty hello and welcome back to the news channel dedicated to all things related to royal family news update. We just found out from a trusted source that Meghan claims she gave Harry some constructive criticism on his book. And so it begins in earnest. Despite reports of an awful tape featuring her, "Why can't she be more Kardashian and less Doria?" sigh, being released any minute now. Since Meghan Markle has finished emasculating Prince Harry in her memoir, Spare, by complaining about his todger, how he peed his pants before meeting Megs, and how awful it is to be a royal. Which designer's clothes should I keep for myself, oh my. Their relationship has moved past the devaluing phase. Meghan has told close confidants that she questioned Harry's decision to write a book with gentle concerns. Meghan, I think, was the inspiration for the book, and her influence can be found throughout Spare. In Finding Freedom, a book Meghan co-wrote, there are a number of passages that are very flowery and sappy about their true love, when in reality, it was true lust that brought them together. Her use of clichés and buzzwords is everywhere. She contributed, but then she and the ghostwriter vanished, leaving the dipstick to defend a work filled with fabrications and fanciful ideas that was supposedly written primarily by him. For the life of me, I can't remember a time when Miss Meghan was gentle. She acted like a bull in a china shop, constantly barging in front of Harry, giving the Princess of Wales the side eye, staring at Prince William like she was besotted with him instead of her ginger husband, and clinging to Harry at every opportunity. Despite the late Queen's repeated invitations, Meghan declined to meet with her. It was at the Invictus Games that Meghan and her mother Doria, as well as Marcus and Jessica Mulroney, decided to spring their surprise on Harry. Mild is not a style that fits Meghan. However, I believe she is beginning to make babbling noises about her husband's book in an effort to avoid appearing complicit. Is Meghan setting Harold up for what he doesn't see coming by exposing Harry to the ridicule and laughter of the world while secretly hiding out with Marcus Anderson? So she does have a compatriot. In her book, she plans to surprise him in a major way. Without Harry's knowledge, this is how she will publicly divorce him. I expect her book to focus on her relationship with Harry and how she finally broke down after he left her to deal with her suicidal thoughts and the loss of a pregnancy she was carrying. Meg's undoing is in the making, but she won't care unless it causes Harry pain. She recently divorced her husband Trevor Engelson, and neither Harry nor he saw it coming. How far will his stress levels go before he snaps? Is Meghan interested in playing the role of the grieving wife of Harry, the only son-in-law of Diana's, aside from the most excellent and noteworthy Princess Catherine? Meghan thinks she's great at acting, but she always manages to mess up her lines and sabotage her own performance. She will be smugly basking in her own PR while Harry falls apart, completely oblivious to the fact that her time is nearly up. Multiple royal reporters predicted an unhappy ending. Does Meghan really believe she can fool Harry? Meghan has no ability to predict when she will finally get what she deserves. I think it's safe to assume that Meghan will try to use the kids as bargaining chips. She's been doing it right from the start. None of the members of the royal family would fall for such a hoax. Harry and Meghan are more than capable of caring for their children between the two of them. Prince William, King Charles, and the rest of the royal family have proven they are not easily swayed by trivial arguments. The best course of action is to say as little as possible and let Harry and his family live their lives. There are far more pressing matters that require the attention of the king and his family. Further, Meghan's many untruths necessitate the purchase of numerous claims. These pictures are for her book, which she is currently working on. When all is said and done, Harry will have to pick up the pieces, even though she knew every word in his book and orchestrated the whole thing. William will always be a victim unless his father takes a stand. And if his father doesn't realize that Harry would rather restore the monarchy than make William king, then William will never become king. After reading some of the negative feedback about himself, Harry completely loses it. He realized too late that he made a huge mistake by watching his innocent as the driven Snow Wife in a sexually explicit scene, and now he can't shake the memory. Alright, fasten your safety belts. Nothing you've seen so far even comes close, Harry. Additionally, he demands that the palace publicly apologize to the skank and that he be given a first-rate role in the upcoming coronation. Slobbering idiot. Let them scavenge and kill each other. They're beginning to engage in petty squabbling and spread rumors about one another. Word on the street has it that Markle is taking a jab at Harry because he is supposedly exposing her lies. As we watch them rip each other to shreds, we can relax here. Once her mate has completed his task, the praying mantis bites off his head and consumes it. I think the next best-selling items from both of them will be vicious attacks on one another. Both of them have a lot to say, and they're going to argue over who gets to say it first. She played a larger role than she lets on in the creation of that book. As an attack on Harry and the contents escalated, she vanished, making Harry's husband look even more inept than before. All of her actions are calculated and manipulated. In other words, narcissists aren't very bright. Ingenious, yes, but incredibly thick when it comes to burying their tracks. Furthermore, they can be counted on to behave in a conventional manner. If a con they pull is successful, they will keep doing it. They don't have the wit to shake things up, and they consider everyone else to be an idiot while they themselves are brilliant. After a while, it becomes easy to anticipate their next move. Meg follows the narcissist's playbook to a T. They have a high rate of success with the play, but when it fails spectacularly. I know firsthand how desperate and frantic people can become when they realize things are going wrong. It seems she has arrived. Do not put yourself in harm's way by being present during this. They start acting more belligerently and openly. This behavior is exacerbated if the person has a history of substance abuse or is prone to outbursts of rage and violence. I know firsthand how dangerous the situation becomes as it begins to fall apart. It almost never turns out well. Both of these players, not just one, have serious mental health issues. One player's tapping out is the best-case scenario. If not, things could turn sour very quickly. Meg has an overinflated sense of self-assurance and believes she can influence events. You might want to rethink that. When this finally comes to a head, I pray to God that no kids are nearby. Nonetheless, I am not the least bit convinced that the royal family will bestow upon her a fortune of millions. They have the best minds in every field looking out for their interests, and any money will have been tied down very tightly. King Charles III and Queen Camilla, the Prince and Princess of Wales, the Princess Royal, Edward and Sophie, are far too intelligent not to have seen that coming. Since Meghan and Harry have a history of lying and being unreliable, only the most devoted fans will believe anything they say or do in the future, including what they put out in print or on camera. The vast majority of readers will recognize that their version of truth is wildly different from the actual truth. If it is determined that Harry needs medical attention, he will be brought back to the United Kingdom, where he will receive it, and Meghan and her family will be provided for as best they can. Although she may use the kids as bargaining chips, the royal family is under no obligation to keep Meghan. What about you? So, let me ask you this: do you agree with me? Keep the comment section below active by continuing the conversation about Harry and Meghan. Don't forget to hit that like button and send my video to all your friends if you found it helpful. Subscribe to our Royal Family News Update channel and never miss an update from our staff again. We appreciate you tuning in, so until tonight, bye.